109, and the theme is Flowery Fighter. The individual clues include Flower Power for our helm, Blood Sands for our chest, Flap in front for our legs, and Fashion Bandit for our feet. In this video we have a 100 score, an 80 with dies, and the easiest 80 possible. For the 100, you can go for any Hyacinth Corsage. These were recently added to the game, well, relatively recently last year, and these can be crafted with alchemy. These are fairly easy to craft and actually stem back, get it, from the flower merchants, such as, obviously you can go to the one in New Gridania to pick up these flowers, you can grow them, and then you can harvest those petals and then turn them into the corsage, or of course you could just use the market board. Any colour should work for gold rating. I don't think there's any that don't work, but definitely the one I used was the purple one. Moving on then to the chest, I went for the Colosseum Galeras. This is originally from Desmail Darkhold, a dungeon, very low level, or of course you can get this from the market board. This is very accessible even to free trial players. The alternative to this is the Colosseum Shawl. This is also from Desmail Darkhold, and the reason I've gone for the Disciple of War themed one, and specifically I'm going for a tank theme, is because of the legs today, but we'll get to that in a moment. The other alternatives include the Taffeta Shawl, that will definitely be registered as gold rated, and the Light Steel Galeras will also be registered as gold. Both of those are Weaver or Armourer craft respectively. For the legs then, which is the whole point of this, I went for the Chimerical Felt Breeches of Fending. The reason I went for these specifically is because, despite the fact that they are locked behind fending classes, this is actually something you can buy from a vendor. Specifically in Azizlar, the repository node will sell you this for just over 14,000 gil. Alternatives to this include the Kudzu Culottes of Crafting and Gathering, which are also merchant purchased, however those are obviously locked towards those particular professions. Alternatives beyond this include dungeon-related leg pieces, including the Nomad's Breeches of Maiming, Striking, Aiming and Healing, all of which are from Bardam's Metal, a dungeon. Now you'll start to see why I went for the Chimerical Felt Breeches of Fending and why I tailored my chest piece around Disciple of War and specifically tanking. For my feet then, again, tailoring around what we've already gone for, this can be any woad boots. The woad boots specifically drop from Som Arl. Som Arl is incredibly easy to unsync, so we can go in there, it's about 30 seconds of run. You only need to do the first boss. The second area after the first boss, so the first chest after the first boss, will actually also give you a chance of this, but it takes too much time. I was resetting it, I got bored. So basically, queue in, go in there, AoE everything, kill the first boss, about 30 seconds. If you don't get the item you want from the chest, reset. That's essentially what I did. And what I went for is the Woad Sky Raiders boots, which is specifically for tanking related classes. But of course, any of those boots will work. But yeah, I'm tailoring around one thing. That's the 100 score though. Bit of mixing and matching, tailoring around what you have, but it isn't the only way. And one of the best ways this week is actually the dyes. As you can see here, we've got rose pink dye on any weapon in the game. Now, rose pink is from any NPC vendor that you'll find in any of the starting city-states, any of the dye vendors like Nanabe in Uldar, for example. Then we have soot black, which is from the Ixali vendor, so another tribal quest. And this is actually on your helm, your chest, your legs and your feet. Soot black is incredibly easy to obtain, and even if you don't have access to the Ixali, you can use the market board, unless you're a free trial player, in which case go do the Ixali. And then finally on your gloves, we've got Ratanu Blue, which is from the Sahagin vendor. Again, relatively easy to obtain. Not too bad, and I think that might be one of the easiest dyes they've done in a very long time, so definitely go just do dyes if you do nothing else. For the easiest 80 beyond that possible, I went for any Hyacinth Corsage, so again I've equipped my purple Hyacinth Corsage on my helm. And then I've dyed any chest piece and any leg piece in the game soot black dye. Soot black dye, once again, like I say, from the Ixali vendor, very easy to obtain, accessible by all. Alright, free trial players, where are you at? Let's do this nice and quick for you. I know there's plenty of you that don't want to pay for the game yet. You want to get the most out of the game, I totally understand that. Fashion Report is also included in that. It's going to involve you basically having access to Azizlar, for those felt breaches of fending, the chimerical ones, cost you just over 14,000 gil. Those are locked to level 60 as a tank, so you will need that prerequisite, but you know, that's still within the free trial, accessible. And then we've mixed that with the Colosseum Galeris, which of course is from Desmiel Darkhold, a very easily doable dungeon. It's very low level. What was it, level like 40 something? Go do that, unsync, get yourself a Galeris, combine the two of those items, make sure you have something in every slot, you'll get an 80 score plus guaranteed. Again, I completely respect the decision to be free trial and see what you can do on free trial. I've seen some people even get the Pteranodon mount, which is something I'm working on myself at the moment on my normal account. I've seen people do that on their free trial, so massive respect to you. Hopefully that helps. Again, any 2 items from the 100 is going to be kind of like the way to get an easy 80, but this specifically is very, very easily accessible, and I tried to pick the items that are lowest level. So we're looking at level 60 being the highest, and 44 being the lowest, being Disciple of, obviously, War there. Let me know what you think about this week, if you've managed to get yourself your points, your MGP, your 60,000 MGP base, and remember, all you need is 80 points, you know, that's it, and then you get a maximum MGP. So yeah, thank you so much for another fashion report. Much love. Enjoy the rest of your day. Let me know if you've got any solutions as well that you've worked out in the comment section. There'll be a link to the theory thread on Reddit in the description of this video. Go check that out. Much love. I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.